He threw my brother's wheelchair down the stairs, so I took his legs without touching him. People always say, violence doesn't solve anything. Tell that to someone who's had their world shoved down a flight of concrete stairs. My younger brother Jordan was born with cerebral palsy. Kid's legs didn't work like yours or mine, but his brain, miles ahead. Smartest, funniest person I've ever known. He could roast you in 5 words or less and still make you love him for it. His wheelchair? It wasn't a limitation. It was an extension of who he was, until Ryan decided it was funny. Ryan wasn't a bully. Bullies are too simple. Ryan was worse. He was the kind of guy who hides cruelty behind charm. The kind who thinks it was just a joke is a legal defense. He was also the school's golden boy, varsity athlete, dean's list. Had that "I'm the future of the country" face that made parents trust him and teachers bend the rules. So when he pretended to trip over Jordan's chair at school and sent it and him tumbling down 3 concrete steps, everyone laughed before they gasped. Jordan hit the landing face first, cracked his cheekbone, dislocated his shoulder, and the chair snapped in half like it owed someone money. Ryan stood over him and said, "Maybe next time try walking." People laughed. Then they saw me. I ran over. Ryan backed off like he just remembered I existed. I picked up my brother. He was crying, not from the pain, from humiliation. Ryan was suspended for 2 days, too. That's how much his future was worth, apparently. Jordan had surgery and missed 6 weeks of school. That's how much his body was worth. I didn't scream, didn't post about it. I waited. And when I tell you I waited, I mean I sat with my brother for 6 weeks planning every step. Because if Ryan liked being on top so much, I'd make him afraid to stand ever again. First, I learned his patterns. He was obsessed with routine. Gym at 6 a.m., CrossFit Mondays and Wednesdays, played basketball on Fridays. Legs were his life. He walked like he owned the ground under him. So I started working at the gym he went to. Took the overnight shift, quiet, empty, gave me access to the security footage and storage rooms. I watched him stretch, watched how he never double-checked the equipment, never racked his weights properly, trusted the process too much. I left it all alone, for now. The first incident was at school. Someone, can't imagine who, left a small bottle of olive oil on the floor in the locker room. Ryan stepped in it while changing, slipped. Nothing broke, just a minor sprain. He limped for a week. He blamed someone, couldn't prove it. I smiled. The second took more finesse. I snuck into the gym during off hours and unscrewed the adjustment bolts on the leg press machine he used. Not so much that it would collapse, just enough that it would shift under pressure. He loaded it up heavy, went for a personal record. Mid-press, the machine jolted and folded down on him. No break, just another sprain. This time, his knee. The manager got fired. They called it negligence. Ryan got crutches. I got creative. Third time was poetic. I slipped an anonymous envelope into the office at school. Inside, photoshopped images of Ryan vandalizing a rival school's gym. Same day he posted he was volunteering at a blood drive. It wasn't real, but it looked real. The athletic department pulled him from team captain. They called it a temporary investigation. He went off, started yelling about sabotage, said someone's out to get me. I wasn't. I already got him. The finale wasn't violent, just strategic. 1 month later, he had a big game. His last chance to impress recruiters. I let the air out of his tires the night before. Nothing permanent, just enough to make him run late. He showed up flustered. No warm-up, no rhythm. Mid-game, he missed a jump, landed wrong. He screamed, tore his ACL. They wheeled him off the court. He cried louder than Jordan did when he fell. Rehab took months. No scouts came. I saw him once in the hallway, walking slowly with a brace. He looked at me like he wanted to say something, but what could he say? He slipped, tripped, missed his step, same way Jordan did. Only difference, no one laughed this time. A week later, I mailed him something. A single bolt from a wheelchair, wrapped in a note that said, "Jokes don't always land, but falls do." He threw my brother's legs down the stairs, so I took his without ever laying a finger on him.